Avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, Așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. Avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, Așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. Nu știu încă de unde am venit, ce caut aici. Plecam cu coada între picioare, acum mă scap de afiș. N-aveam răbdare să ascult deloc, acum tac. Și răspund după ce înțeleg ce-ai zis. Se simte timpul cum trece sau noi cum trece prin timp. Trăiesc momentul de față ca să-mi creez amintiri. Țin de familie, de prieten, de cine-i loial. Restul voia sorții, scuze, mă cheamă propriu destin. Totuși te simt, o singură șansă avem cu sorii. Simplim focul deschis, e mult mai greu când ai un scop de atins. Te uiți pe lângă tine, vezi cine a supraviețuit. Câți din ei se luptă să trăiască cum ar trebui. O inimă mare, doi plămâni ca să respir. O inimă mare, mă inspiră zi de zi. Fă din șansa ta un vis, fă din șansa ta un vis împlinit. Fiindcă avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, Așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. Avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, Așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. Ce ale, nu știu ce să aleg. Dar ce ale. Nu te teme de moarte că nu-ți mai trăiești viața. Pune zâmbetul pe față dimineața. Du-te, ia legume fresh, fă-ți viața. Pune doar ce trebuie în trupul ăla ca un rasa. Niște mișcare ca să ungă carcasa. Binecuvântare nu e lumea prea razna. Alegerile noastre ne fac să simțim asta. Atât de multe drumuri eu, de alei. Dar ce ale.
Știi, avem o singură viață și
nu știu ce să aleg.
merită să ne stresăm în fiecare zi pentru toate mizeriile.
Avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, Așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. Avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, Așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. One life. Learn it, love it, live it. Avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, Așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. Avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, Așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. Nu știu încă de unde am venit, ce caut aici. Plecam cu coada între picioare, acum mă scap de afiș. N-aveam răbdare să ascult deloc, acum tac. Și răspund după ce înțeleg ce-ai zis. Se simte timpul cum trece sau noi cum trece prin timp. Trăiesc momentul de față ca să-mi creez amintiri. Țin de familie, de prieten, de cine-i loial. Restul voia sorții, scuze, mă cheamă propriu destin.
Hi, and welcome everyone to another deadline stream on this channel. Sorry for the new setup. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm not at home at the moment, so yeah, hopefully the connection is going to be okay for this stream. Thanks a lot for joining everyone ahead of Game Week 17 of Fantasy Premier League. Now we're going to have a lot of deadlines coming thick and fast. Thanks a lot for joining everyone. Hashiro, really good to see you here. First name here on the live stream. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for coming by. How are you guys? Good morning. Firstly, I just wake up, so sorry for my voice. I just need to finish my coffee first. Um, okay. All right. So hopefully everyone is doing fine. How are you guys? How are you? Are you okay are you locked in for Gaming 17? Do you have any more questions? Hopefully you have. Hopefully you have. Yeah, so it's looking like it's working okay. Hopefully. All right. What a nice period to play FPL, right? As I said before, we're going to have a lot of game mix coming up. Now, let me just move to my team and start the deadline, because we are 2 hours until the deadline for Gaming 17. Yep. All right, so if you watch my content, again, I'm going to brief you quickly about my moves for Gaming 17. I made 2 early free transfers. I use my free hit in Gaming 16, so I had 5 free transfers when this gaming started. I used 2 already. I sold Munoz to buy O'Reilly, and I sold also Njay from Everton to buy Semenyo. So I have still 3 free transfers, 1.7 million in the bank. Now the plan at the moment is to roll. The other transfers. Hi Aram Karapetian, thanks a lot for joining the stream. Thanks a lot. Hi, good morning, good evening everyone. Thanks a lot for joining, really good to see you here. Hashiro, I see that you send me your team. We're going to take a look at your team in a minute. Hi Radu Gavriluța, thanks a lot for joining, really good to see you here again. I want to do 7 transfers for a -8. Okay, that's interesting. Welbeck to Guyu. Again, don't want to talk too much about Welbeck. I think that he didn't train yesterday. Anyway, he's a tricky one, because again, in an ideal world, maybe if you can bench him, I would just keep, but again, he's going to play against Arsenal next week, so it is a good idea probably to just get rid of Welbeck, I would say. So Welbeck to Guyu, nice. Eze to Bruno Palmer. Probably I would go for Bruno. I think because the fixtures for Chelsea are just not amazing right now, and Palmer is not even getting 90 minutes. Gibbs White to Cunha, like that. Njay to Wilson, Anderson. Okay. Munoz to Vandenberg, Burn to Richards, and Vicario to Sanchez. Thoughts? Yeah, I'm not sure if I would go with a -8. Honestly, if I was in your situation, considering that you have 5 free transfers. The only problem I see with those moves, you want to buy obviously a lot of Chelsea players, but I just think that the fixtures are not amazing for Chelsea in the short term, so I think that you should wait a little bit. But I agree, if you want to go from Vicario to Sanchez, probably Sanchez is a better pick than Vicario, but I don't know, if you want to go early on Chelsea, that's perfectly fine. Between Wilson and Anderson, probably I would go for Wilson at this point, because he is more attacking than Anderson, obviously, but I think that Anderson is also a good pick. But again, Anderson from Forest is a pick who, I don't know, not a lot of people are going to be happy keeping, because he's not going to get you, I don't know, 20 points or something like that in any week, but he's going to be constant. That's the thing with Anderson. But again, probably I would go Wilson at this point. Eze to Bruno Palmer, probably I would go for Bruno for the reasons mentioned above. Other than that, I like your moves. Burn to Richards, yeah, you need to sell Burn probably. He's going to be out for some time. if you don't need Richards to play this game, I would be tempted to also go for someone like Keane or to someone like Van Heck from Brighton. But again, Richards from Crystal Palace is a decent pick. Still, the fixtures are decent. Nothing wrong with that. Hi Chandri Balu. Morning. Hi Koi, thanks a lot for joining the stream. Really good to see you here again. My team for this week is Raya Anderson, Hincapié, Guardiol, Sacra, Bruno G, Bruno Fernandes, Semenyo, Thiago Haaland, and Raul Jimenez. Really nice team. Chandri Balu, 2 free transfers, 1 million in the bank. Thoughts? I would roll with that team for sure. Your starting 11 is great. Now again, Bruno Guimaraes against Chelsea is not amazing, I think, but other than that, yeah, I would just roll probably. I don't think that it's worth one free transfer to sell Bruno Guimaraes to Harry Wilson or to any other player, I think. So I would just roll and reassess next game week. After much battling with my thoughts, I'm keeping that Minte for 1 more week. Okay, nice. Welcome on board. I'm also going to have Minte, so let's hope that today is going to be a big day. I'm not sure if Brighton are playing today, but again, I know that there are a lot of fixtures. So yeah, hopefully he's going to reward us. Hi, Liliana Frake, so thanks a lot for joining the stream, really appreciate it. Hi, Football Fun Fantasy also. Thanks a lot guys for joining the stream so early. Sorry for the different setup. I'm not at home at the moment, so hopefully you can hear me okay. Hopefully the connection is going to work. But yeah. Don't have Bruno Fernandes and no free transfers. Hi, Tomasotto also. Thanks a lot for joining. Bruno Guimaraes, Wilson, Saka, Foden, Semenyo. Would you transfer Bruno Guimaraes out for Bruno Fernandes for a hit? No, I would not buy Bruno Fernandes for a hit. He's playing against Aston Villa away. Now again, I know that Bruno Fernandes scored the really amazing points in the last 2 fixtures, but he's not going to score double-digit goals every game week. Now, could it happen against Aston Villa away? Maybe he could just get 2 penalties or something like that, but Aston Villa away is not a fixture I would target, especially for -4. If you can buy Bruno Fernandes for free, then maybe I would go there, because I think that he's a good long-term pick. But other than that, no, I would not take a -4 to buy Bruno Fernandes. Tomasotto. Hi, Not Nepo. How are you today? Thanks a lot for joining. Really good. Just wake up, guys. So sorry for my voice. I just need to finish up my coffee. I'm not at home today, so yeah, a little bit of a different setup, but hopefully everything is working okay. Thanks a lot, Not Nepo, also for joining, bro. I'm from India. Nice. Thanks a lot for watching. Sorry. Need Palace clean sheet gone, otherwise rank killer again. I just need a goal from Lacroix and I don't know, for Margay to get the red card, and that's it. So Koik, that's all I need for me to get the green arrow. I could go Bruno, Palmer and Anderson, or Bruno, Cunha and Wilson. The second option would allow me to get a premium defender instead of Van den Berg, Richards, get Raya, or get a more expensive mid. I mean, I like more the second option, Radu Gavrilusa, just because it doesn't involve buying Cole Palmer. I just don't think that this is the best time to buy him. So Bruno, Cunha, Wilson, that's also going to allow you to buy, I don't know, maybe someone like Raya, maybe someone like Timber. With Arsenal, it's a tricky situation because we just don't know when Gabriel is going to be back available. So because when Gabriel is going to be available, everyone is going to want to have Gabriel into their teams. So at the moment it is a tricky situation to buy, I don't know, someone like Hincapié, someone like Timber, because at some point you're going to want Gabriel back, so yeah. I think that I would get Raya maybe instead of Vicario. Is it good playing 5 defenders? Hi, Dark Monster, thanks a lot for joining the stream, really appreciate it. I mean, if your 5 defenders are good, then yeah, of course you can play 5-4-1, whichever formation you want to play, yeah, for sure. Now, if you're asking me if it's good to play 5 defenders every game week from now on, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure about that. But if you have for this week 5 good defenders, then yeah, just go for it. Hopefully Thiago will start. I'm using bench boost. Hi Waldo, thanks a lot for joining the stream. Really good to see you here. Hopefully Thiago is going to start. Now again, we're going to move and see also the news, to make a short briefing to see what happened in the press conferences. But again, with Thiago, I suspect that he's going to be fine. Let's see if we're going to get any more news till the deadline. Thanks Dennis, thanks Thomas Otto for joining, really appreciate it. Hi Harlotsville, thanks a lot for joining the stream, really good to see you here. Oh, are you on vacation this week? No, I'm working. My usual home is not my actual home. I'm not really sure how to describe it. I'm in the town I was born, so I'm at my parents' house at the moment, just for the weekend, and then I'm going to come again for the Christmas and for the holidays. But yeah, it's just 2 hours, a 2 hours drive from my usual town where I'm working. Bro, I'm on free this week. Good luck. I made a free draft for this week. I thought that it looked great. Hopefully it's going to work out for you. Margay red card. Yeah, I mean that's what I want. Gay, I don't know, somehow every game week he's killing my rank, because I had this season I had Munoz in my team from Crystal Palace. I had the Lacroix and I had the Richards. I think that Gay was the only defender from Crystal Palace who wasn't in my team this season at all. So he always finds a way to kill my rank somehow, and it is really annoying. Him and Van de Ven probably. I'm so happy that Olympian changed captain to Semenyo. Now I can triple captain Haaland. Yeah, I just saw it this morning. So yeah, really unlucky for me. Honestly, I bought in Semenyo. Hopefully he's going to do something. I'm so envious and scared of Semenyo owners this week like you. Yeah, I mean, I had 5 free transfers. I needed to sell Andre to a midfielder. Didn't really fancy anyone. I could have gone from Cunha early on, but yeah, let's have a little bit of fun. I just thought that Semenyo is a really good option this week, and if he's not going to get the second yellow card, he's going to be a decent option also next week against Brentford away. So yeah, hopefully Semenyo is going to bang. Probably should have gone for him instead of Wilson. Again, long term, I don't think that Semenyo is going to be such a great option because the fixtures are not great, but he's just a short-term punt, if you want to call it like that, in my team. I agree, but I am hesitant to get a double United attack in Bruno and Cunha. I mean, I think that a lot of people are going to go that way in Game Week 19 to have Bruno Fernandes and Cunha, because the fixtures are going to be great for Man United. Now, bear in mind, United are going to have 3 really good fixtures. Game Week 19, 20 and 21, if I remember correctly. And then the fixtures are going to get a little bit more tricky. So it really depends. I'm going to think also about buying Cunha in my team from Game Week 19. But I really need to see if it's going to be worth it just for 3 weeks or something like that. Bro, last week I was top 133k. Now I'm hoping Fred will bring my rank to the green arrow. Again, the ranks are really close at the moment. I'm, as you can see, pretty much close to you. And with the Fred this gaming, hopefully your rank is going to boost a little bit. good luck, football, fun, fantasy. I would definitely strongly consider captain Semenyo if I were you. Nah, no way. I've gone against Haaland last game week on my free. I didn't have him into my team. He scored a brace against Crystal Palace. No, not going there again. I need 1 week, a 1 week break from not captaining Erling Haaland. I think I want to be chill this weekend. I don't need to go to captain Semenyo. Also the same as you said before, Olympian is also captaining Semenyo, so probably not. Now again, what's going to happen? Probably Erling Haaland is going to blank since I'm going to captain him, but it is what it is. Who is Olympian? There are many things pointing to him returning this week, but yeah, but there are also points. So Olympian is a guy in the FPL community. Yeah, we're going to move there. Just a second. All right. So now again, Olympian is this guy from the FPL community. Now we make obviously jokes on him because in a lot of times the player he is captaining is blanking every game week. So that's the fun with FPL Olympian. But yeah, for the matter, I think that he's a nice FPL account. I think that he's a good FPL manager anyway, but it's just a fun thing with the community where when he's posting about which player he's going to captain in a specific game week, everyone is not going to captain that player, something like that. So yeah. Hashiro Akhtar, sorry for the delay. I'm not sure if you're still here, but we're going to look at your team. Help me pick the starting 11 for Gaming 17. If you're not here on the stream, I'm just going to write on Twitter to you. Hi, Ray Ryzin. Wilson will definitely blank to most transfer in player curse. Hopefully for me, he's going to blank. Hello Dennis, this is my free team. Raya, Van de Berg, Gay, Timber, Trafford, Semenyo, Bruno, Saka, Foden, Cherky, Haaland. Foden, Cherky, Haaland, really like that. Saka, Semenyo, yeah. So you're playing 4-4-2. Again, I made a free draft raising if you want to check that. I'm not sure if I would go 4-4-2 on a free in Gaming 17, but again, that's perfectly fine if you want to do that. I don't think that I would go for Van de Berg against Wolverhampton on a free. I think that there are better options to pick. I think that I would go for, yeah, definitely I wouldn't go for Gay, I think, on a free. I would go for Senesi and have triple Bournemouth, definitely against Bournemouth at home. That's what I would change. Other than that, it's looking okay. Timber, Trafford, Raya, decent picks. Well, hopefully for me, Semenyo doesn't perform because I am terrified of him. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? I want Semenyo to score good points, so... Yeah, so you're here, Hashiro. Okay, we're going to look at your team. You have a benching headache now. I remember you asked me, I think, on one of my videos. So let's see how I'm thinking today, right? Also, it might be his last game for Bournemouth, so he might even end up being a good pick long term. I'm not sure. I mean, if Semenyo is going to go to Liverpool or to Man City or to, I don't know, Manchester United, depending on which team he's going to choose to pick, I'm not so sure if it's going to be a better pick. But yeah, who knows? Let's see. Get Tavernier for Kevin Dewsbury, hold to bench Anderson, or roll to 4 free transfers. I would roll. I would roll. This game specifically, I think that I would roll because Tavernier, again, yeah, of course, Tavernier, I think that is a better pick than Anderson, but probably, I don't know, if you don't have if you're not 100% sure you want to buy that midfielder to have for the, I don't know, long term or something like that, it's okay to just bench Kevin Dewsbury Hall this game if you have a good substitution and you have a decent substitution with Anderson. Now, Kevin Dewsbury Hall probably is going to be out for some weeks. I would say we don't know 100% sure the extent of the injury, but yeah. Why does none have Gay? I'm not sure. Hi, Joyce Lesquill. Thanks a lot for joining the stream. I'm not sure what you're asking. Why does none have Gay? A lot of people have Mark Gay from Crystal Palace, but yeah, the reasons, I don't know, because a lot of people are going for Richard, a lot of people had Munoz, and a lot of people like me have Lacroix. So, is Foden triple captain a good option? I mean, yeah, I guess. I think that the best triple captain option is Erling Haaland. Full stop. That's just my opinion. Now, if you want to go a little bit different, yes, any attacker from Manchester City is a good triple captaincy option against West Ham at home, especially Foden. I think that he's going to start. Is he going to play 90 minutes? We don't know that, but he's a good one. He's a good one. Do you think I should change anything on my bench? Okay, guys, we're going to answer your questions. Just a second to see the team for Hashiro. Yeah, in midfield, that's how I would line up. I would bench Chaka. And Timber, O'Reilly, definitely I would play them. Verbruggen, definitely I would play him. And there it's Lacroix versus Virgil van Dijk. That's a really tough benching headache. Hashir Akhtar. Now, I'm going to just give you my opinion. If I was you, probably I would play Virgil van Dijk, but that's also because I'm a Liverpool fan, so maybe that's going to impact my decision a little bit. Also because of the price tag, because Virgil van Dijk is such an expensive defender. I know that these are not the best reasons to pick which player to play or to bench, but I just feel like... Now, again, if I think logically, I agree with your starting 11, right? Leeds away is a better fixture. Lacroix was rested. All the Crystal Palace players were rested. Yeah, if you ask me which player has the better chance of keeping a clean sheet, probably it's Lacroix. Both of them are great for defensive contributions, so probably I would just play Lacroix. So that's it. Hashir Akhtar, that's my logic decision right there. Do you think I should change anything on my bench? If you remember, I don't remember. Just send me your team. I don't remember all the teams. Should I go Thiago and Eze to Minte and Ekitike for -4? No, I don't think that I would do that -4 Avizak just because I think that Thiago is going to start. So yeah, I don't think that I would take that -4. I checked the video out already, Dennis. Thanks a lot, Raisin. Thanks a lot for watching my content. Really appreciate the support. I went 4-5-1. I just thought of Vandenberg because he played Wolves. And you think selling Gay to get Thiago Evan Nilsson would be better move? Now, for what's worth, I think that I would go for... Probably I think that I would rather have Thiago, but again, with Thiago, if you don't want to take any risks, if you're not sure if he's going to start, then... But usually I would rather have Thiago playing against Wolverhampton than to have Mark Gay against Leeds, but that's just my opinion. And also I would try to have Senesi definitely on the frit, but yeah, you saw my video, that was my team right there. Nothing wrong with what you picked whatsoever. Start 2 out of Anderson, Bruno Guimaraes and Minte. Hi Mark Mervis. I would start Minte for sure. Minte needs to start against Sunderland, and then Bruno Guimaraes, Anderson. I will start Anderson from Fulham. Check my team. So this is your team. Hi Dexter, thanks a lot for joining the stream. Really good to see you here again. Verbruggen. Make sure you use your wildcard before it's going to reset, Dexter. I'm not sure if Game Week 19 probably is going to be the last time you can use it. So make sure you use your wildcard. I mean, if you have your, if you're going to use your wildcard real soon, then just make some nice punts for the next 1-2 game weeks, and then use your wildcard. You need to sell NJM, you need to sell Mbeumo. I would go for Foden definitely. You could go for, I don't know, someone like Tavernier, I would say. But definitely sell NJ, Mbeumo, buy some other players, buy Foden, buy Bruno Fernandes. Other than that is okay. Hi Mekaki, thanks a lot for joining. Denis the Menace, thanks a lot guys for joining. Also remember to hit the like button if you enjoyed this stream, hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. It is really much appreciated, and yeah, thanks a lot. 16 people already on the live stream. Greetings mate, play Cash or Chaloba. Mark Mervis, I asked your question, so I would start Anderson and Minte from those three. Play Cash or Chaloba. Cash is playing against Man United and Chaloba is playing against Newcastle. I think that I will start Chaloba. Bizo. Send my team, brother. We're going to look at your teams, guys, in a minute. Okay, I changed the Kuiper for Richards in the last picture. So for Waris Mangi or Manji, Freed 2 trump cards. I have suggestions. If you have suggestions, feel free to tell me, but yeah, so this is a Freed. O'Reilly, Foden, Haaland, like that. Raya, Calafiori, Timber, nice. Tavernier, Semenyo, Smith-Rowe, okay, interesting pick. Rogers, also interesting against Man United. Yeah, it doesn't feel great to have a Senesi against Burnley on your bench, but other than that, yeah, your team looks great. You have trump cards, let's say Tavernier, Smith-Rowe and Rogers, let's say 3. So yeah, really like your Freed. As I said before, probably I would like to triple up on Bournemouth, but there's nothing wrong. You want to take some punts with Tavernier, with Smith-Rowe, with Rogers, so fair enough. That's a really nice team. Good luck, Waris Manji. Bench Lacroix or Anderson. I would bench Anderson from Fulham, I think. Yeah, for sure. I would bench Anderson from Fulham. Ian. So not Nepo. Do you think I should change anything on my bench? If you remember, you changed the Kuiper for Richards. Okay. I would also love to, as I said before, I think that Minte is a slightly better pick than Harry Wilson this week, but again, that's just my opinion. Maybe it's because I don't have Wilson. So yeah, nothing wrong here. Richards obviously instead of the Kuiper to be more safe, and then yeah, it's sad to have Minte on the bench, but it is what it is. If you don't trust him, that's perfectly fine. Hi Damon, should I prioritize Kevin Newsbury Hall or Munoz out? I'm thinking tripling up on Haaland, Foden and Cherky. I mean, the thing is, if you have 4 good defenders, then you don't need to prioritize selling Munoz. I think that both Munoz is going to be out for some time, and I don't know, I think that he's more expensive than Dewsbury Hall. So normally I would prioritize selling Munoz, but if you want to go for a Foden Cherky, yeah, then just sell Dewsbury Hall and sell Munoz next gaming. Damon, thanks a lot also for joining the stream, really appreciate it. Would you recommend Fofana as cheap assets? Probably not, especially not now. If you're talking about Fofana from Chelsea, one, it's the risk of rotation probably at some point, and the fixtures are just not great for Chelsea short term. If let me just a second to, so if we look at Chelsea, Newcastle, Aston Villa, Bournemouth, Man City, Fulham, Crystal Palace. From Game Week 21, yes, you could look to buy some Chelsea players, but until that, I'm not going to touch any Chelsea defenders. Honestly, I don't care that they kept clean sheets in every game week pretty much in the last 5-6 game weeks, but Man City, Newcastle, Aston Villa, Bournemouth are not fixtures I'm going to target for Chelsea defenders. So again, could he be a decent option at 4.4 million at some point? Maybe, but not now. Not now for me. Thanks, bro. Thanks a lot, Damon, for joining the stream. 20 people. Thanks a lot. Welcome, guys, to the stream. Hopefully everyone is doing fine. I would love to play the Kuiper over Richards if I would know he plays. Yeah, for sure I would play the Kuiper if I would be 100% sure. Play 2 of Minte, Soboslai or Bruno Guimaraes. Minte and Soboslai. Morning, Dennis. Hi, Dia McDonald's. Hope you're well. Martinez, Timber, Gay, Trafford, Rice, Neto, Foden, Bruno Guimaraes, Haaland, Ekitike, Thiago. A really good team. Again, a lot of you guys have a really good team, so I don't know. I'm not sure how many free transfers you have, how many free transfers you want to use, but for what's worth, I think that at some point is going to be a nice period to use transfers. For Man United, for example, from Game Week 19 onwards, from Chelsea, from 21 onwards, Newcastle are going to have a really nice fixture run real soon. I just don't think that this week, especially Game Week 17, is a good week to buy players. If you're looking for a defender, you can't really buy a lot of good defenders this week who also have decent fixtures long term. So yeah, I like your team. Rice, Neto, Foden, Bruno Guimaraes. Again, Bruno Guimaraes and Neto playing against each other, not great, but you can't have them all, bro. That Varis Mangi was my team. Yeah, I saw your team. Football Fantasy, fun, really nice free draft, and thanks a lot. Sorry, didn't know your name here. La Pulga also send me his team. I'm not sure if this is a free draft, but it's looking good. This team. Yeah, that's how I would play. I agree with your picks. Captain Haaland. Tete instead of Anderson could be okay, but again, probably I would just play Anderson at this point. Makaki also, send me your team. Why are my chats not popping up on your screen? I'm not sure about that, honestly. It's a setup. I didn't do anything. Not a freed. Yeah, if it's not a freed, it's just a compliment for you. Namit Kadiala, your team is looking great for this gaming. Congrats. I would just roll with that team, honestly. Really, that Palace keeps the clean sheet, seeing how well Leeds have been playing recently. Yeah, Leeds are playing good at home. But again, Crystal Palace also are a decent team, right? So, let's see. Bruno Guimaraes or Margay this week. I would start Mark Gay, I think, instead of Bruno Guimaraes, MGX. Good morning, Biraj Deb, thanks a lot for joining. Bench boost with Raul Jimenez, Anderson from Forest and Richards, for sure. For sure, I would use the bench boost right away. Biraj Deb, good picks there. Anderson or Virgil van Dijk to play. I think that I would play Virgil van Dijk, honestly, because of the attacking threat, mostly. Should I get a premium defender, already have Timber, or get Raya for Vicario, or get a midfielder under 7.9 million instead of Wilson? Now, it really depends. Do you want to double up on Arsenal? Do you want to double up on Arsenal for the next few fixtures, or are you okay having just one? Since you have already Timber, then probably it makes a lot of sense. If you want to buy a goalkeeper, it's Sanchez, or next game it's someone like Pickford, I would say. Or if you want to go cheap, just go for someone like Verbruggen right now. So pretty much that's it. With doubling up on Arsenal defense, at the moment, personally, I'm okay with having just Raya and seeing when Gabriel is going to be fit, and I'm just going to buy Gabriel then. But nothing wrong with going with double Arsenal defense anyway. And probably if you're thinking about buying Wilson, I just think that the boat has been missed pretty much. I mean, not missed, because they still have two decent fixtures, Fulham, and Wilson could do good in the future also. He's a cheap option, so you don't need to play him every game week. But if you can go for someone like Cunha instead of Wilson, probably I would just go there. Then it's last game week to use chips before they reset. Is game week 19, right? Thanks. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, that's what I think. I need to check it out also to make sure to confirm. But from what I know, I think that game week 19 is the last game week you can use chips. Morning, Dennis. Hi, Elikar FC. I'm bench boosting this week. Should I be worried about Anderson and Hincapie clean sheets? I mean, they have good fixtures, definitely Arsenal, not Fulham. But if you want to bench boost them, they are perfectly good options. Now, are they going to keep a clean sheet? That I can't really answer you, but the chances are there. Hi, Atik Fakram. Bench one from Bruno Guimaraes and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Probably I would play Calvert-Lewin because he's on penalties. But again, it's Crystal Palace also. Yeah, weird. Probably I would play Calvert-Lewin because he's on penalties. Oh, by the way, you said you'll have an answer for bench Kelleher or Verbruggen. Kelleher or Verbruggen? I think that Verbruggen has slightly better fixtures long term. Now, if you don't mind him having Arsenal next game week, it's Sunderland, West Ham, Burnley, then it's Man City, Bournemouth, Fulham, and the fixtures are getting better. Now, if we look at Kelleher, oh, you just asked me for this week, right? Wolverhampton away or Sunderland at home? I mean, yeah, probably whichever goalkeeper you're going to start is going to not score good points. I think that I would play Verbruggen. Final answer, but yeah, instead of Kelleher. Do you think there is a reduced advantage of Bruno this match, seeing Belmo and Ahmad are out? Yeah, they are off to AFCON. I don't think that that's going to impact Bruno Fernandes that much. Now, obviously, Man United probably are going to struggle a little bit without Mbeumo, without Ahmad, but not that much to think that Bruno Fernandes is going to be a bad pick. Anyway, I think that this fixture for Bruno Fernandes is not great anyway, so if he's going to blank against Aston Villa away, I would not be surprised at all. So yeah, but I want to have Bruno Fernandes long term for the next few fixtures. Best midfielder under 7.9 millions. For the next two, for Game Week 17 at least Semenyo probably. Long term Enzo is going to be decent. Short term Cherky is okay. Soboslai, but he's on 4 yellow cards, he's also decent. Kudus probably wouldn't go there. But yeah, to be honest, the fixtures are not really bad for Kudus, but yeah, from Game Week 19 onwards, if you want to go for him, he could be also on penalties, so yeah. Other than that, there aren't a lot of good midfielders. Maybe Gakpo. Yeremy Pino is a nice option at 5.8 millions, I think. With Sar out, with Kamada injured, I think that he's going to get good minutes. So probably someone like Gakpo, but again, Gakpo is not fit yet, so we need to see when he's going to be back. 7.3 millions could be okay. Other than that, Enzo from Game Week 21. Hey man, would you bench boost with Sobo and Dubravka or delay it for next week? The thing is, Soboslai could get a yellow card this week, and then you're not going to have him for next game. So Dubravka, I don't know. If Soboslai is the only goalkeeper, is the only player you're worried about, I would just use the bench boost probably. But if you can wait, that's also okay. Bringing Gay plus Cherky, playing 3-5-2 with Anderson on the bench, or bringing O'Reilly and playing 4-4-2. Hi, Yasin Ahmed, thanks a lot for joining the stream. I don't really understand your question. I mean, bringing Gay plus Cherky or bringing O'Reilly. I think that O'Reilly is the best defender you can bring probably this week. And yeah, but I also like Cherky. So you want just O'Reilly or Cherky, right? I wanted to say that I wouldn't buy Gay, but again, at this point, I should just acknowledge that he's a decent FPL pick, right? I would just be bringing O'Reilly probably and play 4-4-2, I think. Yes, Cinemed. Luca Di Gabriel also, thanks a lot for joining. Zonest, thanks for joining. Thoughts? Petrovic, Timber, Calafiori, O'Reilly, Foden, Bruno, Minte, Semenyo, Tiki, Haaland, Thiago, Bench, Dubravka, Senesi, Potts and Rodon. Your team is looking great, but I think that I would play Senesi instead of one of, I don't know, Timber or Calafiori, because the fixture is just too good to not play Senesi if you have him, I think. Or you could even, I don't know, play Senesi instead of, instead of Calafiori or Timber probably. It is, would you play Petrovic or Raya? I think that I would play Raya, but that's mostly because, I don't know, a lot of people have a lot of Arsenal defenders, and I would feel really okay with having at least one. Now, I'm not sure how many defenders from Arsenal do you have. But also, again, Petrovic probably has a better chance of, I mean, it's also strange to say that he has a better chance of keeping a clean sheet. He has the better fixture, right, against Burnley at home. But if we're talking about a team who's more likely to keep a clean sheet, probably it's Arsenal. So I would play Raya, although maybe it sounds a little bit boring. Damon, thanks a lot for the question. Good morning, I have enough money to sell Chow for O'Reilly or Nunes. Would you do it? Chow for O'Reilly? Probably I would do it. Now, again, the fixtures for Chow are going to get better after this gaming. So if you want to keep him, again, Tanuja Aurora, it's not a must to sell Chow. For what's worth, I think that he's not injured, right? Dan Burn is injured for Newcastle, so his minutes should be okay. High start Elliot Anderson or Mukiele. I would start Elliot Anderson, Esoteric P. Thanks a lot also for joining the stream. Let's finish with the team for Mekaki. So yeah, the team is looking great. Caicedo is back for you. White, you need to sell him for sure. He's a sell. And then I would look to upgrade maybe some places in midfield, in defense. But again, the team is looking decent. Sakib Hassan, you want to use the bench boost? Yeah, I would just use it. I would just, again guys, we have just 2 or 3 game weeks to use all of your chips before it's going to reset. So I would just use the bench boost as fast as possible. You have, I don't know, 4 playing players. So again, that's going to be the answer for everyone. Now let's move a little bit back to my team. Thanks a lot, Yasim, for joining. Hello boss, when will you see my team? Just saw it. I do have Timber. It's also a nice opportunity to double up on Arsenal, honestly, because although Everton are going to miss Idrissa Gana Gueye, they are going to miss Njae, he's at AFCON. Grealish, I think that he has a chance of playing, right? They're going to miss Kevin Dewsbury Hall. They have a lot of missing players, that's the thing. Again, if you want to spread the risk, just play Petrovic and Timber. If you wanna, if you think that Arsenal are going to keep a clean sheet, just play both of them. And now my bot Andersons will be fighting on the bench. Okay, thoughts on Cunha if I can't afford Bruno? Harry Wilson, Huston Odoi or Tavernier? I think that I would go for Tavernier for the next 2. I think that I would go Tavernier as a differential just because of this fixture against Burnley. If you're talking about next 2. Thoughts on Cunha if I can't afford Bruno? I think that Cunha is nice. Now, again, I'm not sure if Cunha is... I don't know, a replacement to Bruno or anything else. If we're talking about attacking threat, about expected data, Cunha is going to be more involved with the goals normally, and he's going to play much more forward, obviously, and at Manchester United. But he's not on set pieces, he's not on penalties, he's not playing 90 minutes every game. So again, could Cunha cover Bruno Fernandes? Probably, but the safer pick definitely is Bruno Fernandes. And if you, but fair enough, if you can't afford Bruno Fernandes, Cunha is okay. I would not rush to buy any of them probably for the next 2. Aston Villa and Newcastle in the next 2 are not great fixtures for Manchester United, so probably I would just wait a little bit more before buying Cunha. Zonest, still have my triple captain with me, was thinking about using it against West Ham today. Brain says triple captain Haaland, but heart say take a punny on triple captain Foden. Lol, what would you suggest? Now, again, asking me, I think that Haaland, as I said so many times this season, is the best triple captaincy option against West Ham at home. That's my logical thinking, obviously. If you want to take a punt, if you want to go different, it's not such a big problem. But for me personally, if I would be triple captaining Foden, for an example, and he would be, I don't know, brought off at 70 minutes with a blank, and if Erling Haaland was going to score a hat-trick when I'm triple captaining Foden, that would be just horrible for me, and I would try to avoid that situation. But that's just my opinion. Again, could Erling Haaland blank against West Ham? Of course he can. He blanked against Leeds when I triple captained him. He blanked against Sunderland at home. I don't know. In the last period of time, obviously, Erling Haaland scored goals against Fulham and Crystal Palace and blanked in the easier fixtures. But at the same time, is Foden going to be scoring goals every game week? I don't think so. But again, who am I to say that? So if you're going to be happy triple captaining Foden, just go for it. But if you ask me my opinion, I think that Haaland is the better captain. Play Pickford or Dubravka. Pickford against Arsenal. Honestly, I think that I would play Pickford because I think that is going to be a... I don't know, I think that Bournemouth have the opportunity to score more goals against Burnley than Arsenal against Everton. So probably I would still pick Pickford. Thanks again, Dennis, as always, for helping me. Thanks a lot, Dexter, for joining the stream. Really appreciate the support every week in, week out. Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Also, leave a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. We have now memberships also if you want some time to support the channel even more. Yeah, you'll get access to some badges, to some emojis. And yeah, I'm going to try to figure it out to make those memberships worthwhile, to try to add something for those people who want to support me. But yeah, that's a topic for another time. Play Thiago or Welbeck, bro. For sure I would play Thiago. Carl Valencia, for sure, just play Thiago. I have Haaland and Ekitike. Hi Radim Brown. Sorry, I think that I missed some of your questions, right? Sorry about that. Thanks a lot for joining the stream. But third striker is really hard to choose on bench boost. Maybe Raul for like 1-2 weeks. Bowen this week is too soon. Yeah, it's too soon. It's too soon to buy Bowen against City. So if you're looking for a striker just for game week 17, if you want to use your bench boost, you could go for Evan Nilsson, honestly, against Burnley. Or, yeah, Raul Jimenez is fine. Nketiah is also fine, probably. Nketiah is a nice short-term option. I think with Kamada out, with Sarr to AFCON, he's going to get some minutes. He's going to play, I think. Thiago, again, is a good third striker. And pretty much that's it. So Evan Nilsson, Raul Jimenez, and Nketiah probably I would be looking. Best replacement for White for me. Yeah, just a second to look again at your team. So, Mkaki. Probably O'Reilly. I would just buy O'Reilly, honestly, this week. That's the transfer I made also. So yeah. Planning to get Foden for Bruno, Guimaraes and Guyu for Voltemad, but have bench boost next week, so Guyu might give straight 0. What do I do? Yeah, just use your bench boost potential difference and then look to move to someone like Guyu. What's update about Thiago? Could kindly tell us? Yeah, we're going to see, but again, we don't have a lot of updates. Thoughts on going 4-5-1 or 5-4-1 going forward? I think that 4-5-1 maybe. I don't think that I'm ready to go for 5-4-1. At the moment I'm going with 3 strikers, so I need to see if I'm going to change that structure from game week 18 onwards. Maybe I'm going to buy someone like Ekitike, or maybe I'm just going to go for Guyu. But definitely 4-5-1 could be okay. But the problem with that structure is if you're ever going to want to have 2 strikers again, you're going to need to use 2 free transfers to do that. That's the only problem. Hi Wade Mitchell, hi Jeremy Charles, thanks a lot guys for joining. Mojo also. Lastly, Dennis, I don't know why Hudson feels like it will work out. Last game week I went Rogers, it worked. We're getting the same feelings. If you think that Hudson-Odoi is a good pick, just go for him. I don't know, it's just not my type of pick, I think. But again, if you have a feeling and you have a great feeling last week with Rodgers, then just go for it. Drop 1, Virgil, Senesi, Calafiori, O'Reilly. I think that it needs to be Virgil van Dijk in that case. I would play Senesi, Calafiori and O'Reilly probably. Triple captain Haaland today or Bruno in 19 versus Wolves. I would just triple captain Haaland. Easy as that. But that's just my opinion. No Foden. Good luck, Ralph Fla, without Foden against West Ham. Take Beto, source, trust me, bro. No, not going to buy Beto. Nunez is a good differential. Yeah, for sure. He's a good differential. But O'Reilly, I just think that he's more popular because, I don't know, Ainuri is going to AFCON. I think that his minutes are going to be decent. He's a good attacking defender, so why just go for Nunes, Mateus Nunes, when you can just go for O'Reilly? I'm debating whether I should give Minte his last chance. 4 blanks is not good enough for his price. I mean, he's cheap. I mean, Minte is cheap. He's 6.1 million, so again, definitely 4 blanks is not great for anyone, but especially for someone like Minte, I think that it's okay. If you look at his profile, he blanked against Liverpool, he blanked against Aston Villa, fair enough, and he blanked also against West Ham and Nottingham Forest. Again, Minte, I'm going to give him, again, if he's going to blank again, maybe I'm going to think to sell him for someone like Szoboszlai next game week, but if not, they have West Ham and Burnley in game week 19 and 20, so really good fixtures for Brighton. It's really tough to sell Minte right now. Enzo or Szoboszlai, at the moment Szoboszlai, I think that is a better pick, but from game week 21, Wade, Mitchell, probably Enzo is going to be more interesting. Kevin Dewsbury, Hall to Cunha, yeah, I like that. They could pop them. Which player do you think will get highest points this week? Hi Rio, thanks a lot for joining the stream. Which player do I think is going to get the most points this week? Semenyo. I'm going to say Semenyo because I just bought him, so yeah, hopefully he's going to score some good points. Okay, so let's review the last team from Radim. Free, it was kind of successful. Time for good bench boost. Have one free transfer. Cunha and Bowen. Yeah, team looking good, man. Okay, so let's see if we got any news. Okay, so let's briefly discuss what happened in the press conferences. We have 1 hour till the deadline, so the time is just flying right now. Will Welbeck start? I'm not sure. I think that he didn't train yesterday, but the thing is with Brighton, with Hurzeler, with the coach in general, we're never going to be sure if someone like Welbeck is going to start, so I can't guarantee you that. Probably if you had enough of Welbeck, just get rid of him, but the problem again is you don't have a lot of options, so if you can't bench him this week or just start him and pray that he's going to start and reassess next game week, that's also fine. Thiago next week. Thoughts on Mbeumo to Cherki allows me to get Ekitike in for Thiago. I like that. I really like that. Now again, with Ekitike, I'm going to be the same. I'm going to see how things are going to fall this game week, and then I'm going to decide if I want to go for someone like Ekitike next game week. But I like that. You're going to leave your option open. I think that Cherki is a nice short-term pick. Now remember, he's a Man City midfielder. He could be benched at some point, but short-term I think that he's nice, while also Doku is injured. So for Aston Villa, the only problem is Emi Martinez, who we don't know if he's going to start. My team is Raya. Thiago is that good. Raya, Senesi, Calafiori, O'Reilly, that's amazingly good. Wilson, Soboslai, Foden, Fernandez, Haaland, Ekitike, Thiago. Yeah, I really like your team. Wade, I really like your team. I wish I had Ekitike also instead of Mateta. Wilson, again, hopefully he's going to do something again for you guys if you bought him. And Soboslai, hopefully he's going to start. There is a slightly doubt there with Soboslai. Maybe he could be on the bench, but yeah. Also, what a guy Oliver Glasner is. He just, in his press conference yesterday, he just said to us his lineup, his starting lineup for Leeds. So I didn't saw anything like this before. We need more managers like Oliver Glasner. Thanks a lot. Now again, it was pretty much straightforward. We knew probably this is going to be the formation for Crystal Palace, but it's nice to have the assurance. Henderson, Richards, Lacroix, Gay, Klein. So Klein is going to start. Hughes, Wharton, Mitchell, Pino, Mateta and Ketia. So Mateta is going to start. Hopefully he's going to score a hat-trick for me before I sell him. Hello Dennis, is Thiago starting? What do you think? I think that he's going to start. Biplov Tapa. Now again, I can't guarantee to anyone that Thiago is going to start, but I think that, yeah, in my case, again, I have someone like Elliot Anderson on my bench, so it's not going to impact me that much. If Thiago is not going to start, it is what it is. I'm just going to sell him next game if the injury is bad. But I'm just not sure if he's injured at all. I think that they didn't want to play him against Manchester City. He didn't play any midweek games anyway this season. So I think that he's going to start. By Ekitike or Foden. I think that Foden is a better pick for this week, definitely. And he's cheaper. No, I think that probably Foden is not any more cheaper than Ekitike, I guess. When you say it out loud, it sounds a little bit crazy, because I just thought that Ekitike was really more expensive than Foden, and right now he's not. Hi Karim Ashraf, thanks a lot for joining. Is it worth selling Isidore to DCL in bench boost? I'm not sure. But let me just check. I'm not sure, honestly, the situation for Isidore, but if let me 1 second to see if we get a predicted lineup, because I'm not sure. Is Isidore injured or something like that? Yeah, I'm not sure if Isidore is injured or anything, but selling Isidore to Dominic Calvert-Lewin on the bench boost, I guess yes, but if Isidore is starting, then I wouldn't use a transfer just for the bench boost. I don't think that DCL is such an amazing player. You need to use a transfer to get him in. Jeremy Charles, what club do you support? I'm a Liverpool fan. Thanks for your question. What do you think about Ekitike in a free draft? Probably not. I had Ekitike in my free draft last game week, Mat SN4YQ, but again, I don't mind it. Usually Spurs Liverpool, the last 3 games, if you watch them, they are 10 goals games, something like that. So I could see some goals in Spurs Liverpool, but I just think that I would go Haaland. I mean, if you don't want to go Thiago, fair enough, just go for Ekitike. I don't mind it. He's not injured. So if Isidore is not injured and he's likely to start, I just don't think that it's worth to use a transfer to buy DCL. I mean, he's on penalties. He has a slightly better... No, I mean, Dominic Calvert-Lewin has a worse fixture than Isidore anyway, I think, against Crystal Palace. So, yeah. Now, again, DCL scored in the last few game weeks, so I could be wrong. He definitely can do something, but I don't think that's worth a transfer now. From Burnley, Kai Walker and Pires are back. Dewsbury Hall is injured and will miss game week 17. Moyes has a time frame but opted not to share it. Thanks. Again, probably Dewsbury Hall is going to be out for some time. From Man United, De Ligt and Maguire are still not fit, so you need to sell them. From Wolverhampton, Mosquera is suspended. Crystal Palace, Oliver Glasner leaked his lineup for this game week. Yeah, for Man City, no news. Doku is still out. Muniz is still out for Fulham. Sessegnon is out. Then you use triple captain on Haaland this week and bench boost next week, right? Yeah, probably. Now, again, you could use the bench boost in 18 or in 19, when's the last game week to use it. But triple captaining Haaland in this game week in 17, I think that is the best window. Yes. Also, guys, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and if you enjoyed the content, really appreciate the support. Thanks a lot for joining. We have 1 hour till the deadline. From Arsenal, Gabriel is pushing hard to return for Game Week 19. So that's the biggest news probably we got this week. The thing is, the fixtures are pretty bad for Arsenal in Game Week 18-19. If that's when Gabriel is going to be back, let's see. But at least for now, Hincapié owners are safe, I think. Kai Havertz could be back soon, while Ben White is a sell anyway. Gakpo, Gomez, Salah is out. With Gakpo, Arne Slot said something that he's better than they thought, so he's going to be back soon. Cody Gakpo, maybe that's going to damage a little bit the minutes for players like Ekitike, Isak, definitely. Szoboszlai has partially trained and will be a late call. Jeremy Frimpong is also back with the squad. When is the last week to use my chips before they expire? Let me just check that. Right, because I don't want to. So. Game week 19 is the last game week to use your chips. Game week 19 deadline is the last time you can use chips in FPL. Best striker under 7 millions for 70-80 punt bench boost in 18. No sound. 19 dead. No sound. Is my mic not working? Really? Yeah, I think that I'm okay. I think that I'm okay with the sound. So a punt for 70-18, bench boost in 18. Okay. Let's just look here on Fantasy Football Hub. 17-18, forward, under, working no problem. Under 7 millions. Raul Jimenez, Nottingham Forest at home, West Ham away. Decent fixtures. Evan Nilsson is still okay. Burnley at home. Yeah, probably not a lot of good options. I would say also Jimenez, Evan Nilsson, as I said before, or Nketiah. But he's playing against Tottenham at home next game, so probably you don't want him. So probably Raul Jimenez for me would be the pick. My silly old phone, sorry, no problem, Jeremy. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Please let me know, guys, if some problems are going to occur if you don't, if you can't hear me. Did Welbeck and Saka to Ekitike and Semenyo. Good luck, MK. Good luck. Decent transfers. Going for the upside. Really like that. Is Thiago fit to play? Probably. Thanks a lot, Dilov Nav. Thanks a lot for joining the stream. I thank you for joining here. For Chelsea, Estevao has a knock, and yeah, pretty much that's it. Harvey Elliott also, maybe he's going to be back to Liverpool. Good morning, Dennis. Good morning, Milo Taft. Thanks a lot for joining. Give me one player who will break out soon. Merry Christmas, Dennis. Yeah, by the way, Merry Christmas, everyone. But you're going to see me before Christmas, next week also, and after that. One player who's going to break out soon. Now, I'm not sure if Ekitike is one of them, but maybe. Or I don't know, someone like Alexander Isak could be a nice punt. Now, again, I can't really, I'm not from the future, guys, so I can't really advise you. Now, one player to will be Cunha. Again, Cunha from Game Week 19, I like him. I can only give you my opinion on which players I like and I think that are going to nice for the future. Obviously, Liverpool players from game week, from next game week, I think that are going to be great. Isak, Ekitike, maybe Florian Wirtz, Soboslai. Now, yeah, if you ask me that question, which player I think that is going to, I don't know, make his breakout or something like that, Florian Wirtz, I think that at some point he's going to be doing some goals, right, and assists. So yeah, that's going to be my pick. But again, I'm biased there clearly. Hi, Daekoloco. Sell Collins to O'Reilly with one transfer, or Collins and Anderson to O'Reilly and Van den Berg. Honestly, if you have Collins, I would just keep him for this game week. He's playing against Wolverhampton. He's amazing for defensive contributions. He's also good for attacking threat. So honestly, if you ask me, I would probably just keep Collins and not buy O'Reilly this week at least. Or Collins and Anderson to O'Reilly and Van den Berg. I mean, I like more the second one, but I just don't think that you should sell Collins to O'Reilly this week. If you have other route to buy O'Reilly, that's perfectly fine, but Collins is okay. Just keep him at least for this week and just sell him next game week. Daikoni Loco. Who do I think is going to score most points other than Haaland this game week? Who do I think? Semenyo. Semenyo is going to score more points than Haaland this game week, so projected goals and clean sheet odds for each game. Maybe this is going to help you a little bit. Man City have, I don't know, I didn't saw, again, it doesn't really matter these predictions, right? But maybe they're going to help you a little bit. And Man City are, for good reasons, predicted to score a lot of goals against West Ham. That's why I think that Erling Haaland is the best captaincy option this game week. If you're talking about clean sheets, as you can see here, Arsenal, Man City, Brighton and Bournemouth are there with the odds. Really interesting to see Brighton have the same clean sheet odds like Bournemouth. Honestly, I thought that Bournemouth were higher. Haaland triple captain, yes, I think that is the best call to triple captain Haaland. Hello bro, how are you doing? Hi Ahilsaya, thanks a lot for joining. Really good, really good. I did Chalobah to O'Reilly, nice transfer. Who would you prefer to keep for the upcoming matches, Rice or Bruno Guimaraes? I would prefer to keep Rice for the next. Now again, from Game Week 21. No, sorry. Yeah, that's an interesting question. I think that both of them are really close. I think that Rice is a slightly better pick in FPL, honestly. Probably I would prefer to pick Rice, but again, the fixtures for Bruno Guimaraes are better. Hi, Mornitita. Salut. Should I still play my bench boost despite Thiago's injury, or should I swap Thiago for Jimenez to secure it? I think that I would just play the bench boost, honestly. Now, again, I don't want to put anyone off, I don't know, bench boosting and Thiago then missing out. I can't guarantee to anyone that Thiago is going to start, but I think that the chances for him to start are really high. And if I would be bench boosting, now it's easy for me to say because I'm not actually using the chip, but I think that I would just keep Thiago on the bench boost. And if he's going to miss out, it is what it is, but I don't think that selling Thiago to Jimenez makes a lot of sense just to bench boost. Currently my bench is Dubravka, Paqueta, Mukiele, Guyu. Should I try to improve it for bench boosting game week 18 or 19? I mean, yeah, in an ideal world, yeah, you don't want to use your bench boost with Mark Guyu. Other than that is okay. Dubravka, Paqueta, Mukiele, you don't need to sell all those players just to use the bench boost. But if you can upgrade Guyu and just play the bench boost, yeah, I would do that probably. Dilonav. Hi Dennis, how are you? Hi Emery fam, thanks a lot for joining the stream, really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm fine, I'm fine. Still a little bit sleepy, I guess. How are you also, guys? Do I start Bruno Fernandes or Rodgers? I would start Bruno Fernandes, I think. Neville, but yeah, both are decent, both are decent. Would you play Kelleher or Verbruggen this week? Somebody, Rodrigo Candido, another guy also asked me this question, and it's a really tough one because both are great options for this week. But at the end of the day, probably I would play Verbruggen. As you can see here on the screen, if you want to help yourself with this graph, with this projected clean sheet odds, Brighton 38% to keep a clean sheet, Brentford 33. So I think that I would go for the goalkeeper who's playing at home. I would go for Verbruggen, but yeah. You're welcome, Mornitita. Thanks a lot for joining. Do you think it is worth doing Rice to Szoboszlai next week? Maybe, but let's wait and see if Szoboszlai is going to get a yellow card or not. I mean, worth it, it's tough to say worth it, but the fixtures clearly are better for Liverpool, so I like that if you have a lot of free transfers. Hi Byczkowski, thanks a lot for joining. Hi, my team is Raya, Dubravka, Timber, Chaloba, Richards, Chow, Rodon, Belmo, Foden, Semenyo, Minte, Potts, Haaland, Thiago Mateta. I have 5 free transfers. So firstly you need to sell Belmo. Now, just pick your champion. Cunha, Bruno Fernandes, Saka. From those, probably. I would keep Mateta probably this week. That's what I'm going to do in my team. And then, yeah, your team is looking okay. Probably I would just sell Mbeumo and roll and see what you're going to do next game. Because in Game Week 17, there aren't a lot of good transfers to make, honestly. I just think that this is not a game week to make lots and lots of transfers. So yeah, hello Dennis, what is your thoughts on Semenyo out for Szoboszlai in Game Week 18 and then Sobo to Bruno Fernandes for Game Week 19? If you have 5 free transfers and you don't mind using them, then it's okay. But usually, again, Szoboszlai is going to play against Wolverhampton in Game Week 18. But is that such a better pick than Semenyo against Brentford? I'm not so sure about that. So yeah, but going for Bruno Fernandes for Game Week 19 definitely is a good idea. Auto aim spammer. I'm thinking Belmo and Chalobah Chow to Fernandez O'Reilly. Yeah, the thing is, I think that Chalobah is going to be nice from Game Week 21 onwards. A lot of people are going to go for him, and Chow also, the fixtures are great for Newcastle from Game Week 18, 19 onwards. That's why I'm not sure if I want to sell him yet. But Mbeumo, but fair enough. If you want to sell one, probably I would sell Chalobah and just buy him back in Game Week 21 if you want to, or 22. And Belmo Chalobah to Fernandez O'Reilly, yeah, makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I agree. I agree with those moves. Hi Spidey, yo, thanks a lot for joining the stream. Hi Abu G81, thanks a lot for joining. What do you think of going Nunez over O'Reilly? I just don't see a good reason to... Again, if you want to go different, perfectly fine, just go for Nunez. I think that is a fine option. But trying to find a reason to go Nunez instead of O'Reilly, I don't think that there are a lot of reasons. I think that both of them are great. I think that both of them are attacking defenders. Both have good minutes. But O'Reilly for me seems like the more nailed pick with Ainery gone to AFCON. So in your opinion, he has more attacking threat. If that's the case, then yeah, just go for Nunez. I'm just not sure if Mateus Nunes is more attacking than O'Reilly, honestly. Start two of Richards, Chalobah, Enzo, and Anderson. Anderson from Nottingham Forest, right? I wouldn't start Chalobah, I think. So start two. Probably I would start Enzo and Anderson from Nottingham Forest, probably. Semenyo for Enzo, Petrovic. Or should I bring Ekitike in my team and sell Raul and Thiago? No, just keep Raul and Thiago for now. And if you want to buy Ekitike, buy him next game week. So probably I would just go for Semenyo if you want. Start Raul or O'Reilly. That's a tough question. I can't believe we have this conversation. We're talking about the forward who's on penalties and the defender. I know it was really disappointing and frustrating for all the owners of Raul Jimenez last game because Harry Wilson obviously got a hole and he blanked. I think that I would... I don't know. I think that I would start the penalty taker. I can't say that. I really like O'Reilly. I think that you should start O'Reilly anyway. I don't think that that needs to impact your plan. So I would start O'Reilly anyway. But if you're forced to pick from one of those, I would go with the penalty taker. I would go with Raul Jimenez probably. I have a back three of Lacroix, Van Dijk, O'Reilly. Who to bench if I do Burn to Calafiori, or keep as it is and save the transfer? Probably I would keep the transfer. That's the best. That's the same back three like me. I have Van Dijk, Lacroix, and O'Reilly. So and I'm rolling. So yeah, probably I would just roll. Thoughts on my team? Yeah, it's a hard one. It's a hard one. But again, I would try to find a way to start O'Reilly. Definitely, you should. I don't know, bench other defender and play O'Reilly. Surely you can do that, probably. Thoughts on my team? Yeah, I like your team. Foden, Bruno, Saka, Wilson, Haaland, Thiago, Calvert-Lewin. Yeah, really like your team. You really like that you have also Tarkovsky, so from next game it's going to look nice. Tanuj Aurora. Would you start Bruno Guimaraes or Caicedo today? I mean, more to Bruno Guimaraes as he does better at home. Yeah, I mean, with Caicedo, you know that he's going to get defensive contributions more likely than Bruno Guimaraes, but probably I will start Bruno Guimaraes because he's slightly more attacking. Any ideas what I should do with my defenders? Defenders right now is Anderson, Virgil, Senesi, Reinildo, Esteve. I do have one transfer, but Reinildo is only going to get me a 4 million defender. So Anderson, Virgil and Senesi is perfectly fine if you can just play those three this game week and maybe see what you're going to do next game week. I would roll Johnny Football. Thanks a lot, by the way, for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. Probably I would just roll to have 2 free transfer next game week and then see what you're going to do. But again, at some point you need to get rid of Reynildo probably. To Michael Keane, to Tarkovsky, something that... Should I start Raul? I have a feeling he might score. If you have Raul Jimenez in your team, probably I would find a way to start him, yes, guys, because he's on penalties. Now, if we move to projected FPL points for game week 17, maybe this is going to help you a little bit with your benching dilemmas. Thanks, man. Have a great game week. Thanks a lot, Tanuj, Aurora, for joining the stream. Really appreciate the support. Timber, Van Dijk, Anderson. Yeah, I would just start O'Reilly instead of Anderson or Van Dijk, but probably I would start O'Reilly instead of Anderson, honestly. I have Gay, Start and Robinson on the bench. Who should I start? I would start Mark Gay for sure, because he's scoring and assisting every game at this rate, so I would just start Gay for sure. Emery Palm. After Bruno Guimaraes to Foden, sell Sobo to Wilson or Voltemar to Krupi. I don't think that you should... I don't see a good reason to sell Soboslai to Wilson. Honestly, I think that Soboslai is a better pick than Wilson long term. So just keep Soboslai until he's going to get that 4 yellow card. You have no reason to sell Soboslai from my point of view. Potential difference. And Voldemar to Krupi Guyu. Probably that's what I would do if you need the money. Voldemar to Guyu. Appreciate your advice, brother. Good luck this week. Thanks a lot, Johnny Football. Thanks a lot for joining the stream. Really appreciate. Good luck, everyone, this gaming. Hopefully everyone is going to get a green arrow. But yeah, Neto or Anderson, who to start, Neto or Anderson? I mean, are we really having this question? Neto or Anderson from Fulham? I would start Neto definitely. Thanks a lot. I don't really know how to pronounce your name, but thanks a lot. Somebody just made a donation, the first donation on this stream. Thanks a lot. You're the first one who donated on this stream in the last because we just unlocked memberships and donation. Thanks a lot for your support. Really appreciated. Really appreciated. Yeah, I wish I knew how to pronounce your name. Thanks a lot for your support. Really appreciated. And yeah, honestly, I don't even know what to say. Hopefully my advices are going to help you. Hopefully you're enjoying the content, and yeah, it means a lot. It means a lot. Tavernier or Clivert? I can't afford to buy Semenyo. I think that I would go for Tavernier because I think that he's a little bit more safer than Clivert. For minutes, Clivert could be easily be benched sometime. When do we start looking at Palmer and Ekitike? I mean, Ekitike, I had him on my free last gaming, so right now you should be looking at Ekitike, but again, probably the best entry point for Liverpool players, and Ekitike especially, is going to be gaming 18. With Palmer, probably gaming 21. I'm not going to buy Palmer before gaming 21 anyway. I just don't think that's... the fixtures are horrible for Chelsea in the next 3-4 fixtures, so... Yeah. Hey, 3 free transfers, thinking of doing Thiago to Ekitike, Timber to either Senesi for a week, and then to Tarkovsky or straight to Tarkovsky and Dango. Okay, so many moves there. Now, Thiago to Ekitike, I like. I'm Dochi, okay? I'm Dochi, yeah. Okay, so that's how I'm going to call you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot again for your amazing support, for being here on the stream, especially for asking questions. I really appreciate the support, and yeah, to give a donation, it really means a lot. Thanks a lot. Hopefully you're going to enjoy the content even more in the future. And yeah, thanks a lot. You're the first donation also I got this year, so I really appreciate it. So Thiago to Ekitike I like, A+. Timber to Senesi for a week, and then I don't think that I would do Timber to Senesi. I just don't think that I would do that. But if you want to go for a 1 week punt, then yeah, but it just doesn't feel that great. I think that Timber is much more attacking than Senesi. He has a better chance probably of keeping a clean sheet than Senesi, so I just don't see the reason to sell Timber to Senesi for a week. And then to Tarkovsky, then yeah, I mean, I would just keep Timber probably in your case and sell him to Tarkovsky or Keane in game week 18 if you really want to sell Timber. But yeah, I wouldn't do so many sideway moves. And Dango to Wilson, what do you think I should do? Dango, he's going to AFCON, so he's out. You need to sell Dango. Of course, you need to sell Dango. And Wilson is a nice pick. But again, Wilson, Minte, Anderson from Nottingham Forest, these are good, decent options. Enzo Lefebvre, if you need the money, Enzo Lefebvre from Sunderland, he's 4.9 I think, and he's on penalties from Sunderland, so he's also a nice pick. Hey matey, hi Blanky, thanks a lot for joining the stream, really appreciate it. Play 2 of Cunha, Virgil or Senesi. 2. I would play Senesi and Cunha, probably. It doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel great to bench Virgil van Dijk, but I think that if you have Senesi, you need 100% to play him against Burnley at home. One of the best fixtures you can get all season. Xavier Seppi. So yeah, Eze or Neto, who is to start? I think that I would start Neto because, I don't know, I think that his minutes could be better, Bezo. But again, if I look at some predicted lineups for, I don't know, let's say for Arsenal, if I can find them, I'm not so sure what to say about Eze. You don't know if Eze is going to start, probably not, so I think that Eze is a sell anyway. Best midfielder under 7.9 millions, already getting Cunha. Radical Preludes, I think that we talked about that earlier. So again, Cunha, Semenyo, I like him for the next 2, but again, probably you don't want a short-term option. Enzo Fernandez from Game Week 21, someone like Gordon could be okay in the future maybe, but in this Game Week, for Game Week 17, yeah, it's Foden, Semenyo. If you look here at projected points for Cherky, also I like him. I like Cherky short-term if you want to go there. Bruno Fernandes, Saka, Tavernier could be okay, but he's really short-term punt. Also Schade. I forgot about Schade from Brentford. I think that he's a nice... he's a good midfielder. He's 7 millions, I think, something like that. And his minutes should be good. So... if you look here, top teams to target Game Week 17, 22. Here, guys, maybe you can make a clear image of which players to buy, which teams to target. Hi Mohamed, kill, got Thiago and Welbeck on yellow, keep bench boost on. With Welbeck, I think that, again, with Thiago, I don't have a problem with bench boosting with Igor Thiago, but Welbeck, I'm really not sure if he's going to start. With Thiago, I think that he's going to start, but Welbeck, I don't know. If you want to sell, I don't know, Welbeck to Raul Jimenez or to another striker just for this Game Week, you could go for someone like Ivan Nilsson to use the bench boost, then that's okay. But bear in mind you need to use your bench boost as soon as possible anyway. Mohamed. Oscar Plogner, thanks a lot for joining, really appreciate it. Hi Dennis, play 1, bench 2. Bruno Guimaraes, Anderson. Yeah, so first time on stream, the question, the fight between the Andersons is here. Now I talked to myself, if I had both of them, I would play the Anderson from Nottingham Forest, Elliot Anderson, because I think that both are great for defensive contributions, but with Elliot Anderson you have also some attacking threat, kind of, and some set pieces. So to answer your question, play 1, bench 2. It's between Bruno Guimaraes and Anderson from Nottingham Forest to play. I think that I would play Anderson from Nottingham Forest. Now again, maybe someone like Bruno Guimaraes is a little bit more attacking, he's also on set pieces, but he's playing against Chelsea and I really don't like that fixture, Oscar, so probably I would go Anderson from Nottingham Forest. Maybe I'm crazy, but that is my opinion. Hi Harshi, Raya Timber, Anderson, Gvardiol, Foden, Saka, Enzo, Wilson, Raul, Haaland, Thiago, have 1.9 million in the bank and 1 transfer. I mean, your team is looking great. Besides, I don't know, maybe Enzo, who's going to play against Newcastle, but okay. I think that I would just roll. Raul, Haaland, and Thiago are perfectly fine this week. Timber, Raya, perfectly fine. Yeah. What you're missing, I mean, you have already 3 players from City, you have 3 from Arsenal. I really like your team. Harshi, Raul or Ekitike for long term. For long term, I think that Ekitike is going to be a better pick, but I don't think that you need to sell Raul right now. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Mohamed. Thanks a lot for joining the stream. Really appreciate the support. Do I bench Bruno Guimaraes against Chelsea for Richards Anderson? High part 1705. Thanks a lot for joining the stream. So to bench Bruno Guimaraes for Richards Anderson. I have him on bench and Richards and Anderson starting right now. I've also got Mukiele on the bench. So you're starting both of them. Now I would be tempted to start Bruno Guimaraes maybe instead of Anderson from Fulham, but I think that I would do that. I think that I would play Richards and just start Bruno Guimaraes. If you have him into your team, I think that, again, the fixture is horrible against Chelsea, so if you don't want to start Bruno Guimaraes, I think that's fine also. Yeah, probably this season with defensive contributions, I just need to think a little bit about that and just play with Richards and Anderson. I feel like it's just a coin flip choice. Yeah, it's honestly, I'm almost speechless of what to say. Again, Bruno Guimaraes is not my kind of FPL player, and maybe that's also why I'm having such difficulty asking your question. I think that I would play Richards for sure instead of over Anderson. With Anderson, I'm not sure if Fulham are going to keep a clean sheet, that's the problem, but at least he's good for DEFCON, right? But at the same time, Bruno Guimaraes is on some set pieces. He could get DEFCON against Chelsea. Maybe I would just play Bruno Guimaraes, but maybe you have the better idea, just make a coin flip, and like Ross from FPL Raptor is saying, if the coin is going to let's say the heads are going to be Bruno Guimaraes, and you see Bruno Guimaraes, then if you're feeling it's not okay, then just play Anderson. I'm not sure if that made a lot of sense, but pretty much, yeah, use the coin flip there. Play Rodgers over Voldemort. Yes, I would play Rodgers over Voldemort all day long. Might transfer Enzo for Cunha. Enzo to Cunha, yeah, I like that. I like that for the next 5-6 fixtures. Yeah, I think that Cunha is better. I have Sanchez in net as well. That's just yeah. Then just don't play Bruno Guimaraes, I guess, and hope Chelsea are going to keep a clean sheet. So maybe counteractive to have Bruno Guimaraes in. Yeah, if you're searching for a reason to not play Bruno Guimaraes, then you have it. You have Sanchez in goal. So also, please can you tell me the vice captain pick for my team? Yeah, I mean, I suppose you're going to captain Haaland, right? Then vice captain. Probably I wouldn't captain Foden because it's the same fixture, and in case anything is going to happen, you don't want to have your captains from one team. So probably Bukayo Saka would be my vice captain on your team, because if he gets Gia, then I lose Sanchez clean sheet anyway. Yeah, that's yeah, I know that. I know that. That's why I said that. So yeah, it's pretty much a coin flip. So I don't know. Talking about Anderson and comparing him to Bruno Guimaraes is really not what I expected to do in this live stream. But thanks a lot for joining part. Really appreciate the support. Hopefully I help you a little bit. But just make the coin flip, and if the result, if you don't like the result, then it means you need to go the other way around. So which three to play? Van Dijk, O'Reilly, Anderson, and Lacroix. I would play Van Dijk, O'Reilly, and Lacroix, because that's what I'm doing with my team also. So a real short, if you guys want to make some transfers long term, the teams you're from City, it's simple, right? If you don't have Haaland, Foden, Cherky, O'Reilly, these four players are probably the most likely players I like to get in for FPL. From Liverpool, I would try to wait if possible for Game Week 18. Soboslai, Ekitike, Van Dijk, these are decent players to have. Arsenal, again, if we look at predicted clean sheet odds, Arsenal still have the best odds to keep clean sheets, although the fixture run is not amazing, so I'm not sure if I agree with this graphic, but yeah. Man United, from Game Week 18, you could go for someone like Cunha, Bruno Fernandes, definitely good picks. I wouldn't buy defenders from Man United for sure. From Chelsea, from Game Week 21, probably is the time to buy them. Bournemouth, good this Game Week, but really bad fixtures long run. And yeah, pretty much that's it. Everton from Game Week 18 is going to be interesting to see. Someone like Keane, someone like Tarkovsky. Brighton are decent. If you want to go for Van Heck, Verbruggen, decent fixtures long term, I would say. Brentford the same. Newcastle, really good fixtures after Game Week 17. And yeah, pretty much that's it. Crystal Palace also have decent fixtures if you still have some players from Crystal Palace. Any news on Thiago? We're going to look in a minute, but I didn't saw anything. Abuji 81. Fresh Fielders, Merry Christmas. Dennis, thanks a lot. Merry Christmas to you too. Fresh Fielder, really appreciate the support. Really good to see you here again on the stream. And yeah, guys, Merry Christmas, but you're going to see me, or is the next deadline going to be before Christmas or not? It's going to be on 26, so yeah, this is the last stream probably, or maybe not. Maybe I'm going to do another midweek stream on 23 December, something like that. But anyway, Merry Christmas, guys, if you're going on a holiday and all that stuff. Let's see if we got anything. Foden is 8.9. 2 weeks ago he was 8 millions. Crazy. Crazy. Jeremy Pino, also maybe I didn't talk too much about him. I think that he's a nice option. Anderson, midfielder, or Voldemort? I would start Anderson, the midfielder. Merry Christmas, Dennis, the man is. Thanks a lot, guys. 21 people. Also, guys, don't forget to leave a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. And yeah, thanks a lot for the support. Whom to captain and vice captain? Foden, Haaland, Cunha, Saka. I would captain Haaland and vice captain Bukayo Saka. Would you bench boost Dubravka, Senesi, Mukiele? For sure. Official Connor. I would just use the bench boost as fast as possible because you don't have any other windows to use the bench boost. You have game week 18 and 19, so just get it out of the way as soon as possible. And don't think too much about that. So yeah, the sad part about Erling Haaland captaincy is that I'm going to captain Haaland, but I'm going to want him to get a red card or something like that, because maybe not a red card, but 0 points would be enough. Yeah, so no news yet about Thiago. I'm not even sure if he's playing in the first fixture. Let me put my team back. Let me make sure I am locked in for Christmas. So the next game week is going to be 26. Okay, so after the Christmas, yeah. You're right. Now, bench 1, Ekitike, Minte, Wilson. I would bench Wilson, sadly, from those lists. Relevant. I would play Ekitike and Minte for sure. I mean, Ekitike for sure I would play him. Minte versus Wilson is not an easy question, but I said it sometimes this week. I think that Minte for Game Week 17 is a better pick than Harry Wilson. And a lot of people probably sold Minte to buy Harry Wilson, but it is what it is. Yeah, I saw your team, Harshi. Really like the team. Good luck. One thing red for the captain is Wildman. I mean, again, his effective ownership. A lot of people are going to use their triple captain on him. So any point Erling Haaland is going to make is going to decrease my rank. This is the state, the game we are playing right now. And yeah, if Erling Haaland is going to do a red card, then it's going to be really interesting, honestly. So I wouldn't mind it. Now again, for you guys, if you triple captain Haaland, I wish you all the best. I wish he's going to score a hat-trick or something like that. But again, for my own good, I hope that he's going to blank. Because any points, if you're not triple captaining Haaland, any points he's going to score is going to affect you. That's the truth. Is game week 18 or 19 a good game week to freshen? To fresh it? To not really? I don't really understand your question, Mr. Blanky. Yeah, you deleted it. Start Voldemort or Anderson Fulham? I would start Anderson. No. I think that I would start Voldemort, but I'm not sure. Visa scored. I think that he's going to start against Chelsea, definitely, but could Visa came in at 60-70 minutes? Maybe. Now to answer your question probably I would start Voldemort, but it's close. Is Game Week 18 or 19 a good game to free it or not really? I think that yes. Now, it really depends which one, because Game Week 18 and 19, you're going to target to have 3 Liverpool players for sure. I like more Game Week 19, I think, because you can have 3 players from Liverpool who who are going to play against Leeds, and you can have also 3 players from Wolverhampton. So here you could go for something like Bruno Fernandes, Cunha, and I don't know if we get anything that Sesko or Mount are going to start. You could go there, or you could just go for a defender from Man United like Diogo Dalot. Here I would also go for 3 Newcastle, probably defenders most likely for Newcastle against Burnley. Maybe a Gordon on a free, I don't mind it. And also Man City against Sunderland. I would go for 3 players for Man City. So I think that Game Week 19 is looking amazing to free it. Because again, I'm not sure if everyone is going to have 3 Man United players, 3 Liverpool players, Newcastle players, definitely not what people are going to have. So yeah, and also I like Game Week 18 if you want to use the free it to triple up on Everton, on Liverpool, probably on Man City, Arsenal. So yeah. Again, anyway, if you have the triple captain still available, you need to use it real soon, so you don't have any other choice anyway. Sell Gibbs White and Vicario for -8. I don't think that I would do that for a -8, honestly, because you're going to buy, I don't know, if you're going to sell Vicario, maybe you're going to buy Sanchez, who doesn't really have such a better fixture than Vicario, so I don't think that the -8 is going to be worth it. And Gibbs White also has a decent fixture this week. Amine Gerbi, thanks a lot for joining. A lucky Foden captaincy would be awesome with the effective ownership of Haaland. Yeah, but I just don't wanna go again without Erling Haaland captain. Anderson, Forest, Soboslai, Cunha, bench 2, play 1. I would play, if you have, again, I would play Cunha for sure. Bench 2. So bench 2 from those. I would play Cunha probably and bench Soboslai and Anderson, but again, if you have Soboslai, I would try to find a way to play him. I'm playing triple captain this week and still have the remaining chips, so I'm pondering on how to go about. Any suggestions? So you're triple captaining this week, then if you have your bench boost, use the bench boost in 18 and free it 19, or just free it, I don't know, free it 18, wildcard 19, something like that. It really depends which chips you have, Blanky. Evan Nelson to score big this weekend. Yeah, it could be a possibility, definitely, against Burnley. I think that is a nice punt for 1 week. Hi, Dylan. Dylan Mulder, thanks a lot for joining. Hey, mate. Couple of questions. Should I start Soboslai and start Anderson or Richards? If you have Soboslai, I think that I would start him. I think that if he's fit, he's going to start. And he's a good pick. Now, let me just see. Brentford are playing in the second fixture, so probably not going to get any news about them. 8 minutes till deadline. This stream gone in so fast. And Anderson or Richards, I would start Richards probably. Eze out for a hit. I would just wait till next game and sell him for free. I don't think that hits are worth it after we just had 5 free transfers. I played 4-5, but if you can sell Eze to buy someone like Foden for a hit, it could be worth it for sure. I played 4-5-1, but I have a Kitike on the bench. Should I start him? Yeah, if you have a Kitike, you need to start him, I think. Emery fan, but again, that's what I would do at least. Thoughts on Minte? Hopefully he's going to score a hat-trick, and then everyone is going to jump on him. Hi, sorry to ask, but who is... yeah, maybe I'm not pronouncing his name right. I'm not saying that I do. Voltemad. Voltemad is the striker from Newcastle. He's not Voldemort or something like that from Harry Potter. Lou Andy. Good luck, everyone. Thoughts on Minte, as I said before, Biplov, top up. I just don't see a good reason for me to use a transfer to sell him. As I have him in my team, I think that the fixture is great against Sunderland at home, and you need to play him if you have him. But then, from next game week, you could sell Minte, although the fixtures are really good. After that, West Ham and Burnley in 19-20, pretty decent fixtures. Triple Captain Haaland, I hope he scores 4 goals. Good luck, Herlosvile, good luck. Hopefully he's going to score 4 goals and get a red card. But is that going to help me? Probably not that much. Fulham Anderson or Raul Jimenez? I would start Raul Jimenez for sure. Should I go Dewsbury Hall and Minte to Wilson and someone 5.7 or under, or roll the transfer and field riches for... I would just roll the transfer. Evan, again, you're asking me to sell Minte to Wilson. I think that personally Minte is a better pick than Harry Wilson this week, especially. So I think that I would just roll, play Richards, perfectly fine for Kevin Dewsbury Hall, and then see what you're going to do next week. Thanks a lot for joining the stream. By the way, I've got Thiago, Wilson and Minte. Which two would you start? I would start definitely Thiago and Minte. That's what I would do now. Again, I know that not a lot of people are going to agree with me because Harry Wilson scored amazing points in the last few game weeks, but personally I think that Minte has a better fixture than Harry Wilson. He's also playing at home, so yeah, I don't see why Minte is not a better pick than Harry Wilson this week. So yeah, I would just start Minte, but again, could someone like Harry Wilson outscore Minte? Definitely. Jack Anderson also, thanks a lot for joining. Thank you for joining, Evan, really appreciate the support. Start Sanchez or Dubravka? I would start Sanchez. Blanky, should I start Thiago or Voltemad? I would start Thiago for sure. Louis, Andy, I would start Thiago. So 5 minutes, make sure guys you're locked in. I think that I'm locked in. My vice captain is going to be Semenyo. Alderete over Rodon, Anderson on the bench. Yeah, my team is locked in. Should I start Thiago? Yes. 3 minutes. Make sure you lock in your team, guys. And then here we go. Play Soboslai or Virgil van Dijk? That's a tough question. Probably I would play Soboslai. Bruno Guimaraes or Cunha, I would play Cunha. Chad Scott for sure. Did you use any transfers? Yeah, I had 5 free transfers this week because I used my free last game week. Louis, Andy. I sold Munoz to O'Reilly and I sold Njay to Semenyo. So I still have three free transfers, as you can see from the screen, and I'm going to roll to 4 next game week. Play Bruno Guimaraes or Chaloba. I would play probably Bruno Guimaraes, I guess, but yeah, really weird, tough question. Play Cucurella or Thiago. I would play Thiago. Sell Vicario for a -4. As I said before, I wouldn't do it, Radu Gaviluță, but again, if you wanna, perfectly fine. But I just don't think that, I don't know, I don't think that Vicario is going to get -4 points and the goalkeeper you're going to buy is going to be better. Now, if you wanna sell Vicario to a Verbruggen, could be okay. Jimenez or Bruno Guimaraes. Jimenez. Good luck all, good luck everyone. The countdown, it's over. I think we are locked in. Good luck everyone, thanks a lot for joining the stream, really appreciate the support. I'm going to still be here until we see the lineups for Chelsea Newcastle. But yeah, if you're leaving, good luck, have a nice weekend. Thanks a lot for joining the stream, really appreciate it. Leave a like on your way out, hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. And yeah, we're going to stay here to chat a little bit. Like and sub people, good all. Thanks a lot everyone for the incredible support this week. Really, I really had fun. Thanks a lot also for the guy who donated, really appreciated the first donation on this stream. Feels great. Feels great. And yeah, I really appreciate the support. All the best everyone, thank you Denis and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas Radu Gaviluță. Yeah, I forgot. Merry Christmas to anyone, really appreciate the support. Have a nice holiday with your family, with your friends, with your loved ones. Good luck. Thomas Otto, Simon Lee, Radu, Chad Scott, Yasin Ahmed. Thanks a lot. Liu Andy, I have at least one player in every game from today. Yeah, a lot of games are going to be played today. Yeah, hopefully it's going to work out well for us. A lot of games, a lot. Yeah, okay. Off topic, but what's your best 11 so far this season? Non-FPL. Non-FPL. So best... That's tough. That's tough. Toboslai, definitely would be there. Yeah, Erling Haaland, Foden, probably Thiago. I would say he has scored a lot of goals, so probably he has to stay there. Maybe Semenyo, Bruno Fernandes, Gay from Crystal Palace, Gabriel from Arsenal was amazing until he got injured. Yeah. Off topic, but what's your best 11 so far this season? Do you play FPL Challenge? Honestly, I played on stream in the last last two game mix or something like that. Let me see if you can see it. So FPL Challenge. Honestly, I didn't saw the results. Okay. Why they got me out? Have I think that I played just in one gaming now where I can see my previous game mix. Yeah, in game week 14 I got 46 points. Love you, man. You're the go. Thanks a lot, Damon. Thanks a lot for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for your kind words. So yeah, I got 46 points. Is this good, guys? Is this good, guys? For FPL challenge. Now these were my picks in gaming in gaming 14. I don't know. I picked Enzo as my captain, 8-pointer, and Jay 6, Rice 6, Igor Jesus 9, and I got Munoz with 14 points. Is this good? Best game of the weekend to watch. Now I'm going to watch Liverpool Spurs. That's for sure what's going to happen with me. Other than that, yeah, Newcastle Chelsea. I'm not sure. Yeah, Newcastle Chelsea are here, and probably yeah, Tottenham Liverpool, Everton Arsenal. I think that Tottenham Liverpool is going to be a really nice game to watch, even if you're a fan or not. So is Thiago playing? Kela, again, we don't know yet if Thiago is going to play, but for what's worth, if you were asking about my opinion, I think that he's going to start, but let's see. Let's see. Okay, so if we let's see what's happening also on Twitter. I'm really curious to see the effective ownership of Semenyo. Hopefully I'm going to get something. I hope Everton can score tonight. Yeah, honestly, I have Raya. So I hope that he's going to get a penalty save and then Everton are going to score the rebound. If that's going to be possible. Thanks a lot, guys. 30 likes. We finished the stream on a high. Really appreciate it. So yeah, although I have one Arsenal defender, probably I'm going to want Arsenal to concede, which is sad, but the game is the game. Timber, Anderson to O'Reilly, Semenyo. Hopefully, finally, Semenyo can do something. I had him for such a long period this season, and he was such a big troll after he scored decent points in the beginning. But again, thanks to Evan Nilsson, he blanked in a lot of games. But it's Burnley at home. Come on. The only problem is FPL Olympian is also captaining Semenyo, so that's not good news. Who is on penalties now for Everton? Good question. Good question. And I think that it might be Barry. I didn't discuss too much about Barry. I think that he could be a decent FPL option at that price in the future. The only problem is Beto is still there, and you're never going to be sure if Beto is not going to get a start or something like that. But again, who could be on penalties? Grealish, Barry, Beto, probably these players. I would say Barry has a decent chance. So yeah, guys, if you joined the stream later, this was my team. These were my moves. This is my rank. I just hope that sooner rather than later I can get into that top 100k. But again, this is the highest rank I've had all season, so we're clearly moving into the right direction. But I think that yeah, I got a little bit unlucky with some decisions over the past weeks, but at least I got some green arrows. And I have 4 free transfers next week, so yeah, a lot of things I could do. If I want to restructure my team a little bit, I could go for someone like Soboslai, maybe someone like Ekitike, maybe a Cunha, maybe a defender from Everton, who knows. But other than that, I'm pretty okay with my team overall. Someone like Wirtz could be a nice option. I know that people are not going to want to buy Florian Wirtz, but yeah. Great rank for this stage of the season. Yeah, I mean, last season was I don't know. In the last season, I was inside top 100k. I don't know, after 5 game weeks or something like that, and I remained there. I finished on 4K overall rank. Probably that's not going to happen this season. With all the crazy stuff it happened this season, yeah, but moving into the right direction. Hopefully we can get a good finish. It's still early. I mean, it's almost half the season, so yeah. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm happy with my rank. Could have been better, of course. Could have been worse. The same. I saw some really good FPL managers who are, I don't know, 500k, 1 million k. Again, it's and also they made good decisions this season. It's not like they played bad or anything. Good luck, Denis, man. Hope Semenyo and Haaland blank. I mean, I hope that Haaland is going to blank, but Semenyo, knowing my luck this season, probably Semenyo is going to miss 3 penalties or something like that today, even though he's not on penalties. I'm playing just for fun with my mates in my mini league. Yeah. In I also playing in some mini leagues and I'm pretty much winning them all. Or I think that I'm in a good position to win them all. But I also want to have a good rank, you know, because also making FPL content on YouTube. Yeah, I guess a lot of people watch the creators who have good ranks, right? But again, it's not the only thing. You can give good advice even though you don't have an amazing rank, I suppose. So yeah, hopefully guys, you're not watching me just because of the of my rank history, and I'm sure you don't do that. So let's see the teams. Where are the teams? Palmer is starting again with an ice cube. Nice, nice. Chalobah, Fofana, Cucurella, Gusto, Reece James starting, Caicedo, Neto, Palmer, Garnacho, João Pedro. Yeah, pretty much all the players. Enzo Fernandez is on the bench. Okay, I didn't see that coming. Now, for what's worth, Enzo Maresca said something about managing Enzo's minutes in some games. Didn't thought that it was going to be against Newcastle, but yeah, Enzo Fernandez is on the bench. Interesting. Interesting. Uh, that's big. That's big. I suppose a lot of people still have Enzo. Feel bad for them. Didn't expect honestly a benching against Newcastle. James playing instead of Enzo. I'm maybe. I mean, yeah, Reece James is playing definitely as a defensive midfield role, something like that. I'm not sure if he has the same. Again, yeah, Reece James now is going to be on some set pieces for sure, with Enzo out. And for Newcastle, where's the team? Voltemad is starting, Gordon is starting, Murphy starting, so Barnes again on the bench, Elanga on the bench, Chow, Shar, Hall, and What kind of defenders they play? Tonali is playing center back? Or am I wrong? Caicedo is there too. Yeah, Caicedo is there. Yeah. Caicedo is back from suspension. Yeah, I'm not sure. Is Tonali going to start as a center back or something like that? Because, no, Shar and Chow of course are. And maybe probably Miley or Ramsey. Miley and Hall. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Okay, so not a lot of surprises from Newcastle. But yeah, Enzo on the bench is Dominic Szoboszlai, who Ekitike bought fit and expected to start for Liverpool. Okay. Interesting. Alright guys, yeah, I think that we're going to end it here. This was my team for Game Week 17. Hopefully we can get a green arrow somehow, even though I'm not playing any cheap this week. Thanks a lot everyone for joining. Really appreciate the support. Merry Christmas to anyone. I'm going still probably to make some content and make a live maybe on Tuesday before Christmas, but if you're not going to be able to come, I totally understand it. Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy holidays. And yeah, hopefully good luck this game week. Hopefully you're going to get a green arrow. Thanks a lot Louis, Andy, Biplov Tapa, Chad Scott, all the people who are still there. Really appreciate the support. Radu Gavriluță, Hashir Akhtar. And yeah, I think that I'm going to leave you here. Have a nice weekend. Have a nice afternoon. And yeah, good luck in FPL. We have a lot of games today. Hopefully something is going to go into our direction. So yeah, until next time, see you. Bye.